Hey everyone, this one is explaining what the error values are and what they mean, how to avoid them. And actually in Office 365 there may be newer ones, which also means whenever post 2019 comes out, whatever it's going to be, 2021, I think you will end up having a few new errors. I've seen them. They're not flaky. But for the time being, let's do the standard ones, and then if we ever get around to them, we'll just do a more advanced version later. So the first one is name, and the way you can achieve a name error is by trying to call a function that doesn't exist. So you know how I could do all these and it gives you a number, but if I do something that doesn't exist, like let's say sun, which does not exist, it will be like, huh, what are you talking about? And if you click here, it will actually says it contains unrecognized text, which is just to say whatever you typed in here doesn't exist. So that's that. The division by zero, I'm not going to demonstrate that. You basically are asking Excel to divide something by zero, and it just says that can't be done. So whenever you have that as an issue, then you have a division by zero. Reference is actually when you try to refer to a cell or part of your workbook that no longer exists. And easiest demonstrated if I say add up this and that, and it will work because obviously E14 and E16 both exist. But if I now go and delete this, you get a reference error because what used to be E16 has been deleted, and although you see E16 being blank, in Excel's world you actually deleted E16 and replaced it with a null value, which is to say a non-existing value. So that's just saying that you pretty much deleted your reference. Now you can undo that and it comes back, but keep in mind if you're referring to another sheet, so if I was to duplicate this sheet, which you've seen before how to do, and I say this plus the value from the other sheet, and you don't yet have to know how to reference other sheets. If I was to delete the whole other sheet, and it will warn me, you know, you're about to delete this, it will be permanently done, you then get an error because you deleted your other sheet. And I explained this before, sheet deletions cannot be undone, and that's to say whatever you had on your other sheet is permanently gone. Tough luck, but that's the idea. The next one is value, and value comes up as an error when you're trying to do operations with data types that are not compatible. So if you say 2 apples and 1 apple, then you know in human mind that would be 3 apples, but if you try to add these 2, it will say I don't understand, makes no sense, because Excel obviously doesn't know what apples are. It just knows that you have something here that's not a number, and therefore it's been explained in one of the early videos that what you want to do instead, and I'm just going to delete all this, is to say 2, 1 apple, and then you can say and I know I'm missing the S at the end, but you get the idea. Later on we can work with if to work out if you're talking about a number 1 or anything larger than that, and appropriately we can then say if it's more than 1 then make it apples, otherwise make it apple. But for the time being we don't do that. And so that's the idea. Hope that makes sense. If you have any queries, do drop a line please, and I'll try to reply. Thank you.